want to thank you for having us come in every week, and we just wanted to review the students' progress. We're going to go over each individual student, and I'm going to start off with the group that I'm working with, which is Kimberly, Diana, Joanna, and now Jasmine. Okay, so for Kimberly, and just to review from the last meeting that we had, these blue dots are the baseline scores, which are the first 3 scores that we took, and we've been plotting their progress throughout the year, and here are the scores by date. And as you can see, Kimberly's scores have increased, and we do have set goals for her. So for March 13th, we have 59, and if you can see here,
she met it.
Yeah, she has been meeting her goal. And then as far as for May, she met it, and she has pretty much been over her goal. And again, with my group, for those students, we're doing a 3rd grade for reading fluency. And just if you wanted to take a look, this was the probe that we gave them last week. And again, so we time her 3 times for 1 minute, and then we take the median score from the 3. So as you can see, it sometimes fits like right in the middle. It just depends. And then the errors are on the bottom, so that would be 3 errors approximately. Do you have any questions about Kimberly?
No, I don't. This is really great to see that she's been showing the growth in this area a lot, and that she's that they're able to read the 3rd grade passage, because I know they were kind of like, I was thinking in reality Kimberly was a little bit lower, but she's been doing a lot better.
No, she's been doing really great. She's been reading most of the passage.
Even with her independent reading for the system, she's been doing really good with the quizzes on her own.
Yeah, okay, and actually, you can go ahead and keep these graphs if
thank
you'd
you.
like. And we can also email them to you if you
Perfect.
prefer to have them
Thank you.
online. Okay, so now for this one we have Joanna. And again, similar. We did 2 baseline scores, and this is a trend line, and her goal for May 8th was 87, and as you can see, she has met it multiple times. And actually, this last time, she finished the entire passage before the time was up.
Good. These girls, I've noticed that Joanna and Diana are really good when it comes to the writing and all that. I think it's just sometimes lack of
Maybe the comprehension, or
I want to say also self-esteem to a certain point where they feel that they can't, but I've noticed the growth in them even when we're working in the small groups. Like today, they're a little bit more.
I can definitely see that.
Okay, thank you.
Keep that one. Okay, and Diana, similar thing. She was a little bit lower initially, so her goals are a little bit lower. So 68 by May 8th, but she has met it multiple times since like April or March actually. And I mean, again, some of her scores are a little bit lower, but just in general, she is increasing.
Okay.
So there's that one. And this is the probe from last week. And again, we did the same thing, 3 scores with the middle number. Do you have any questions about
No, not so far.
Diana or Joanna?
No. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and look at both of their scores to see later on and see how alike and different they are.
How it falls with the other scores?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because they just did the testing, right? Okay, and as far as Jasmine, she's the one that we just brought into our group after Juan left. So for her, we have the baseline scores of March, and we don't have as much data points, so I mean, we can't really have too much of an idea of how much she's improved, but it does seem like she met her goal this last time. So the goal was 85 by May 8th, so she did meet it, but again, we don't have enough data for her, but it looks like she's increased a bit, or I mean, she's been going back and forth, I think. So here's Jasmine's. And this was the one from last week. And also I think with her it is that she's also very shy.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've noticed personally. I'm not sure if that's your experience
Yes,
with her.
she is. She'll surprise me once in a while, but yes, she is a bit shy. Okay.
Okay. And now we're gonna go into the other group, which is the group that Darin has been working with,
Okay.
and that's Juan L. and Alma. Okay, so this is Juan's. And again, the baseline scores and the trend line. So the goal for May for Juan was 57. And by May 8th, so next week, and he has increased.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think he met his goal.
it doesn't look like he met his goal. But, I mean, again, we do see that increase, so it does look like we're getting there.
Mhm.
Slowly, but we're getting there.
And
It was-
they're at a second grade, right?
Oh, yeah, they are second grade.
Okay.
So Juan and Alma are second grade.
It's odd because we set the goal based on the blue points,
Mhm.
and then I guess in the beginning he got really high, and then he barely reached that level since the very beginning. So I'm not sure if that was just a really unusual set of points or what,
Yeah.
but yeah, he didn't meet his goal. But as you can see, he's going up a bit.
Okay.
So this one's. And again, this is the probe that we use, and this is the second grade, right? Yes. Okay. And we did the same thing and just grabbed the middle score. Okay, and for Alma,
I'm curious to see Alma's.
as far as for her goal for March,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like she did meet it,
Mm-hmm.
right, multiple times, and she has stayed above the goal. And for May 40, she has also met it since like April.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been improving a lot with her reading fluency, and I mean you can obviously see with the
Yeah.
trend line. And then just a reminder, Darin mentioned last time that we made a graph for Alma for her errors.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this trend line should be going down because we want her errors to decrease as the weeks progress. And in general, it looks like they have decreased quite a bit
Mm-hmm. I can see how she started.
with like
35
30, yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, at least now she's been like
to two
making less than
digits.
22 digits, yeah. And we got her down to the single digits this last week, so that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And this is Alma's errors and her oral reading fluency scores.
Thank you.
Okay, and just in general, this is her probe as well. And I mean, you could definitely see that she does make more errors than the other students,
Mhm.
but
I
overall.
think that she second guesses herself,
Mhm.
and I think that's one of the things that I know that Darin, we were talking about, just telling her, you know, to go back and take her time. And I think that I've noticed that even with me, I always said, no, go back and take your time, because she always wants to
Mhm.
please and feel like if she guesses, it's going to
Mhm.
be okay versus going and trying. And I
Mhm.
think that that's where I see her showing growth, and where I tell her, no, go back and take your time, sound it
Mhm.
out, do what you need to do, and then feel it in,
Yeah.
instead of, you know, just rushing or inventing something.
Yeah, so maybe she just
Yeah.
feels rushed,
Mhm.
so she wants to
Yeah,
read it really
telling
fast.
her that beforehand makes like a heap
Mhm.
all the difference.
Yes.
Like it's not a race. It's not. I'd rather you be slow and accurate than fast and make 30 errors.
Yeah.
Okay. And we also have the whole class data that we collected with the reading comprehension probes.
Mhm.
I don't know if you'd like to take a look at that. Okay, so as far as the whole class, this is
Winter.
that's winter, and we
Mhm.
did a third grade probe, and these are their scores here.
And I'm looking at Nicole's. So she.
And this is by score. It's
Mhm.
from lowest to highest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And here we have highlighted the student that we're working with. And I mean, you could kind of see
Mhm.
they do kind of align with the groups that we have set up, more or less.
Well, we can see they continue to have difficulty comprehending what they read. All of
Yeah.
them.
Mhm,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a big one.
And again, our intervention didn't
Yeah.
target comprehension,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mean, I think if you see some of them, like our higher group,
Mm-hmm.
like Diana, her errors weren't all that bad. It was 3, Joanna 2, Kimberly 5,
Mhm.
Jasmine 6, compared to like other students. They had like higher errors. So
Yeah.
I mean, their errors aren't as
Yeah.
high as other students. So that's I mean,
Okay.
they've improved somewhat.
Can I get that? Can you send it out to me?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you have any questions?
I
regarding
don't
this,
have any
or-
questions. I don't have any questions, but I do, like what I said, see that having you guys come in has been good for these kids that were my lowest ones.
Mhm.
And just to have the data to show that if with extra additional support where the kids can be pulled out, it can make a difference.
Have you seen any growth in their reading?
You know what, for some of my kids on their lifestyle scores, they have shown improvement, some of them, but a lot of them are still at a BR0, beginning readers.
Oh, okay.
That haven't even came on the chart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we've taken, 3 assessments, we're gonna be taking our last one next month, and some kids just, it's very difficult for them, because their comprehension is low already, but they have such difficulty with their fluency, that they're focused so much on the fluency that when they go back and try to comprehend what they read,
Mhm.
they can't multitask and do both at the same time, so they have even more difficulty when it comes to the assessments, which is testing them on comprehension skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions, any concerns, any comments?
I don't. I think that this is great. It was nice working with you guys this year.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, no questions, no concerns.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.